have shown this year the ability to, after maybe not a great defensive performance, to come back and have a really good one. So how much pride do you take in that? And then considering how last year went at South Carolina, getting ready for this one.
Oh, yeah, we got embarrassed at South Carolina last year. We had a plethora of missed tackles. So, just trying to fine-tune the details and make sure we're tackling these guys with the right technique come Saturday.
Is there something about Lenores that makes him, other than big and quick, that makes him pretty difficult to take down?
As I say, he's built like Rob Gronkowski. So, it's hard to tackle him up high. You got to drive to the thigh board. So, just got to stick to the game plan.
Did you listen to the Missouri linemen say that it seemed like you guys knew their plays? And do you take that as a compliment? What does that say about your ability to distinguish what's going on?
Oh, yeah, that's cool and all. It's a team effort, though. We're out there playing 11-on-11 defensive football in the SEC, so it's definitely a group effort, and I'm glad that he felt like that for sure.
Is it true?
Were they tipping stuff?
It's football.
What does it mean to you to have the Aggies in a position they haven't been in more than 30 years and a chance to do even more things?
Oh, it's a special feeling for sure, but honestly, it's everything that we talked about from the second Coach Elko got hired, so it's just cool to see these things come to fruition.
What do you think is the biggest key to the turnaround to allow you guys to do this?
The culture, the mindset of the team, just make sure that we're all on the same page, all the 164 of us that loaded up that plane last Saturday and everybody that took the bus trip up there.
Beyond Lenores, just what do you see from that offense that South Carolina is going to bring you this?
Extremely talented for sure. They have Nick Harbour over there. They have a good running back over there. They have good 3 running backs over there, honestly. The tight ends are big guys. The offensive line, you hear about the offensive lineman, coach getting fired and all that. But at the end of the day, they're SEC offensive linemen, so they're going to come out there and try and rip our heads off.
You've been able to avenge a few losses from last year this year. How much is that in the back of your mind when you go and play South Carolina this week?
It's personal.
How do you feel like y'all have been able to keep outside noise outside of this building?
Oh, yeah, we don't listen to that. We just stick to our game. We just talk amongst each other, talk about what it's going to take to win the game on Saturday.
Coach Elko talked about the belief that this team has. Just what did that win in South Bend in Week 3 do for your guys' morale and just the confidence that y'all maybe carried the rest of this way so far? Yeah,
the win helped a lot, but probably how we won helped a lot as well. Just knowing that we went down to the wire on 4th down, great play by our quarterback and our tight end making it happen. So, we're just out there, we're sticking together. We love each other, man, and that win was special. I feel like God was on our side more than anything at that moment.
Other than just the mantra of the offseason being finished, what do you think has played a role in you guys finishing so well in these games on the stretch?
I would honestly just say the mantra of being finished. I think that the question kind of answered itself. But we let a lot of games slip away last year. They talk about we fumbled a lot of 2-minute drills last year as well. Marcel put us in position to go win a lot of games, and we didn't come through on defense. So we take a lot of pride in that. So ultimately, we want to finish out the games the right way and finish the season out the right way as well.
What's it take to because y'all typically play pretty sound run defense, but there's been occasionally this tendency to give up a big play. So what's the next step to tie up that loose end? Yeah, minimize explosive plays for sure. These guys are SEC football players as well, which means they're elite, which means they'll probably make some plays on you, but you got to make them earn those plays instead of giving them away like we have been in the past. Well, how do you stop that?
Stick to our game plan and make sure everybody's playing assignment sound football.
If you had a Heisman vote, how would you vote?
Marcel Reed, 100%. Marcel Reed.
Why? Can you tell us why?
Well, Marcel has turned around this program for sure. He's the leader in the forefront of it. He's out there. He's playing his best on the biggest moment, and that's something that you can't measure. We're undefeated. We're number 3 in the country. He's doing all the right things to become the Heisman. So my vote goes to Marcel for sure.
As a linebacker, how would you defend against Marcel Reed?
Hit him in his mouth. make him not want to run the ball anymore. Make him throw the ball. But I don't want to say. Yeah, it's crazy. I heard him tell his mom that when we were talking to the family hotel on Friday. He told his mom he was a gingerbread man. So
what is that about?
He just can't touch him. You can't catch me. You can't catch him.
What do you think the biggest impact Connie Moffitt's had on this program?
I said it from the second I started doing interviews in January last year. I feel like he was the most important hire we made because he's the only other coach on staff besides Coach Elko that is able to reach and coach all positions on the football team. So that means that he's out there instilling that mentality that's going to take to be great on Saturdays and hopefully on Sundays in the future.
You caught the gingerbread man in practice at all?
Yeah, for sure. He won't tell you about whenever he was a scout team quarterback our freshman year and how he was a live quarterback because I ain't gonna lie, Marcel was doing his thing. He was making us miss. So at the time, Coach Durkin was like, Marcel's live, go tackle him. So we got him a couple times for sure.
From a leadership standpoint, what's it like having Cassius Howell on your side?
Having Cassius Howell is like a great sigh of relief for sure because he's going to put pressure on that tackle and the opposing quarterback as well. So when the quarterback is out there, he's frantic with his footwork, he's patting that football. It's only a matter of time before Cash hits him, and that's what I like to see for sure.
He's only a few away from one of Myles Garrett's best seasons, some of the bigger names in A&M pass rushing. Do y'all want to see him reach that goal?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, we want all of our teammates to make history. So it starts with Cash, it starts with Marcel winning the Heisman. You know, the award's gonna keep rolling in for my team for sure.
How would you describe? I mean, your defense's ability to, you know, in some games, even with slow starts and first steps, you guys always seem to have kind of a moment in games where you respond and then just lock in. I mean, why are you guys able to do that?
Like I said, man, it's football. You know, these guys are elite players, especially in our league. Like, these guys are elite, and so they're going to make plays. And so you might see an explosive run or explosive pass that might go for a touchdown, but it's on us to, you know, to come back in and come back to center and just make sure that we're all on the same page moving forward.
You know, obviously you guys got a lot of work to do, but how validating is it to have a belief of what this team could be in the preseason and kind of see it come to fruition this year?
Like I said, it's everything that we talked about for sure. It's definitely a unique feeling to be in front of you guys today at 9-0, number 3 team in the country. It's a testament to our hard work and our dedication to each other, first and foremost.
What's it like when you're around campus? Are the students really excited? Do people say crazy things to you? Or like,
yeah. They always say what's up. They're always smiling and stuff. And, you know, at the end of the day, when I walk off this football field, I just feel like I'm a normal person, a normal guy from Temple, Texas, just here at A&M. So it's definitely a good experience and a good fan experience as well. But I'm thankful for the 12th man.
The playoff committee chairman said last week that defense was kind of a separator between you guys, Ohio State and Indiana, why y'all were number 3. What'd you kind of make of that, and did you feel like you guys wanted to go out and prove that maybe that wasn't true?
Yeah, that's the outside noise that we're really not listening to, so we just stick to our game plan.
How much work do you put in to figure out what the other team's going to do? Like, how many hours for us who've never played football, much less at this level, how much work does it take to be you?
Let's just say I was watching South Carolina on the plane ride back from Missouri. So pretty much from, it's an away game and we're flying back. Like I said, I watched the South Carolina versus Missouri game on the way back from Columbia, Missouri, and then just from that point on, just watch football all day, all night till I go to sleep and I wake up and I do it again all the way until game time.
Where did you pick up that work ethic? From your parents, your dad, mom, grandpa?
Yeah, my dad works 2 jobs. You know, he sleeps in his work clothes. He wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't get off till 10 because he owns his own barbershop. So I get that work ethic from him. And we started watching film week 1 of my 8th grade season. So that must have been 2018. So from that point on, I've been watching film ever since.
What's his name and what are those 2 jobs?
Robert York. He's a manager at Fort Hood, the largest military base in the country. And then he owns his own barbershop, Knucklehead's Barbershop in Cleveland, Texas.
Tell me about your grandpa.
Which one?
Your grandpa. Where did he come from?
My grandpa that graduated from A&M? Or which one?
Puerto Rican grandpa?
Oh, yeah, my Puerto Rican grandpa, yeah. My grandpa, yeah, he's from, I'll just say he's from New York. He's actually in New York right now, so I wanted to fly him out to the Missouri game, but he was in New York dealing with his sister, you know, pray for my aunt, and she's going through some things right now. So, you know, my grandpa instilled a lot of lessons in me as well. He was one of my football coaches along with my dad growing up, so I had great men in my life that have led me to where I am now.
What's his name and what lessons do you stick out with?
My grandpa's name is Luis Rodriguez. You know, he just feel like every time I talk to him, he tells me how thankful he is to have me in his life. We're just great friends. He's been there with me through thick and thin, through the hardships, through all of that. Like, I remember whenever Coach Elko and I was going to go to Duke, and I'd point on a map to where Duke was at. Like, they didn't even know where it was at. So, you know, that was definitely a unique thing because I knew I was kind of going to go far away from home. Thankfully, I didn't. Thankfully, I'm only an hour 20 away. But I knew that was going to be hard for me. We had a moment. We were crying. I'm not going to lie. We were crying at the subway right by Temple High School because I told him I was probably going to go to North Carolina and go play for Coach Elko.
Do you appreciate how much work he had to put in to come from Puerto Rico to establish himself in Brooklyn and then now to have you here?
Yeah, I definitely think about it a lot because my family came from Mexico. 2019 we had the 50th get together, so this year must be the 56th year that we've been in the States. So I definitely use that on days where I feel like not waking up, coming up to the facility, putting in the work that I know I should be putting in. And there's a lot of women in my life as well that just wake up every day, even when they don't want to go to work. So that's why I'm up here grinding from sun up to sundown to make sure they never have to work again.
That's all we got time for. Thank you, Taurean.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.